Today's horoscope, Libra, April 17, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Mars moves into your solar 12th house today, where it will stay until May 24th. In the weeks ahead, you may not always know how to channel your energy effectively, but you're likely to become skilled at finding creative ways to deal with challenges. It's a great time for reassessing your goals. It's not the most decisive or energetic of times in your life, and you might require a little more rest than usual. Especially as this transit comes before the more direct and active Mars in Aries cycle, it makes sense to strategize, rest, reflect, and tie up loose ends. This transit alerts you to areas of unrest you haven't been consciously aware of until now. Today, you can have a stronger sense of accomplishment and perhaps joy as you meet your responsibilities. You are approaching your world in a more balanced way. Your love horoscope. The planetary configuration indicates that you have every opportunity to take a cool look at a romantic situation that may have been leading you in circles lately. You need the time today to think deeply about your values and what you really want out of a relationship. Don't be forced or hurried into any decisions. Take your time this time. It will be worth it. Your career horoscope. Are you feeling sleepy? It could be challenging to focus on your work and ambition, or even garner immense drive like before, now that Mars is swimming in Pisces. The watery abyss somewhat drowns Mars, so your ambition and drive could become directionless. It may be difficult for you to launch new projects and even finish what you have originally started. But this beautiful Martian transit can encourage creativity so that you can visualize and imagine how you can execute a project. By doing so, you can anticipate your obstacles and the result. Your finance horoscope. With Mercury normally only spending 14 to 15 days in your income sector each year, as the moon leaves your work sector, this should end their only encounter. Over the last few days, a friendly aspect to not only Mercury, but a raft of planets on the income and career fronts has left you with a better sense of professional perspective in the early days of the most lucrative months of 2022. However, this won't be their last encounter, with a lot of water set to pass under the bridge on the income front over the coming months. Social life today. You really must discuss your plans, tie friends and relatives. Exchanging ideas can provide an important impetus for good decision-making. They will force you to see your own blind spots, making you more aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Be grateful for these suggestions, since they will definitely aid your personal development. Your dating horoscope. Everything turns to gold around you as long as you're in charge of your life. If someone else is leading the way, things move more slowly and you might stumble once or twice. Flirting tips. Suddenly your entire life can change with you giving up all thoughts of the past. Explore as many romantic possibilities as you can. Don't be afraid to alter your plans at short notice. Success in your endeavors follows when you make an effort. All you ever wanted can be found in the most unexpected of places. Lucky numbers 5, 8, 17, 31, 41. Your well-being horoscope. The power to nurture others is inherent in your being. You have something to offer that all creatures need. But be aware that you yourself need to center regularly and find ways to recharge. In order to protect yourself from unforeseen difficulties, be prudent regarding your diet. Eat the freshest foods possible, and do not leave yourself open to illness or injury. It is in your nature to think ahead, so use this gift for yourself. Your daily numeroscope. Keep yourself busy on this day. Restlessness can happen so easily when you combine your own nature with the high energy of this vibration. If you don't have a set place to direct your efforts, you can even become irritable and discontented. Conflict with others is more likely to occur. Rather than risking this, make a long list of things to do and have at it. Social activities will feel great this evening after a productive day. Daily Planetary Overview. Yesterday's full moon in Libra aspects authoritative Saturn and transformative Pluto, which can bring out a lot of intense emotions. For starters, we might feel as though we have to be the adult in charge of matters. This means we'll be more inclined to bury our emotions and be direct with people. Using your power or position to command authority could ruffle a few feathers. The Pluto component adds power struggles and intense feelings like jealousy to relationships. You might feel like the only way to make your point is to assert your will. Keep in mind that this isn't the best way to handle a situation, because others will definitely resist and perhaps act out. The good news is that you can change the dynamic, but only if you're open to growth and transformation. Sky for today. Just before dawn, the Libra full moon encourages us to achieve balance in our relationships. In the 2 weeks that have elapsed since the March 31st Aries new moon, we've adopted a rigorous approach to pursuing our goals, and in the process, our words, actions, and intentions have become aligned. Our originality and inner strength have been affirmed. Our confidence has been amplified as we see immediate results from our efforts. Yet, at this juncture, it becomes apparent that we do not exist in a vacuum. We must form alliances to help us navigate this new landscape. The moon now trines Saturn in Aquarius, offering reverence and respect for tradition. The best partnerships are those born of mutual regard, and we can benefit from deferring to the expertise of elders. However, the moon also squares Pluto, dredging up fears of failure that can prompt us to act destructively. Becoming more mindful of how and why our scales are being tipped is part of the lunar medicine. Our challenge is to hold space for others' agendas while refusing to backpedal on our own. In this way, we find ourselves in supportive company. The moon enters its voidal course following its mid-afternoon square to Pluto, lasting about 2.5 hours. During this time, we may feel like we are in a space of suspended animation, forced to confront emotions that can no longer be bypassed for our own well-being. Once the moon enters Scorpio in the early evening, we plunge fully into our interior depths. Over the next 2 days, we are more private, and our headspace may seem impenetrable to others. Yet, what matters is the attitude we bring to our psychological excavation process. Through our analysis, we avoid being ruled by that which we fear, and reject the notion that we should permit our life story to be steered by our secrets.